Good morning, Bucks win. Bucks win. So I used to have a limiting belief that I could not have the career I wanted and accomplish the financial outcomes that I wanted living in a town like Freeport, Illinois. Now, just because of its size. Now, when you look at this device, you think, well, that's the dumbest thing in the world. But even before this device, that still was a really stupid limiting belief. Location does make a difference, but it doesn't mean everything. So I go up and I watch the Bucks win last night, who are now expected to be I think if they don't win the NBA championship now that they've knocked off New Jersey, that their season will actually be a disappointment. Now, I remember going up to games just a couple of years ago where they won 14 games all season. And whenever we would get a big star in our venue, in our location, they would like coast because they couldn't wait to get out of Milwaukee. Nobody wanted to be in a town like Milwaukee. They all wanted to be in Los Angeles. They wanted to be in Chicago. They wanted to be in New York. They wanted to be in Miami. And quite frankly, the NBA wanted the big players to be there. You know, the Milwaukee Bucks drafted Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor, and he won a championship. And then the NBA basically told them he needed to go to a bigger location so that there could be a draw for the NBA. And so these smaller venues, you know, the pros are able to just coast and nobody wants to come there. And you would look at it and think, you know, this franchise is never going to have a chance of winning a championship. You know, a lot of people look at baseball that same way. They're never going to have a chance of winning a championship because they're just never going to be able to get the players. In baseball, it's because of money. In the smaller franchises, the smaller areas, it's because the players don't want to be there. So when they get there, they just kind of coast, they get injured, you know, and then they go hang out at their houses and then they go to the big venues. Until the best player in the league goes there and stays there and is dedicated. Then suddenly everybody wants to play him. You know, when Michael Jordan went to Chicago, more people were going and seeing the semi-pro hockey team, not the Blackhawks, the semi-pro hockey team that were going and seeing the Bulls. And he came in and said, we're going to be a dynasty like the Lakers, like the Boston Celtics. And it wasn't long before not only did all the good players want to be in Chicago, but every fan in the world, every celebrity wanted to be in Chicago. I remember being in Santa Monica when the Bucks had just come up with their tagline, Fear the Deer. And the Bucks were in town playing the Clippers, and a kid walked by me wearing a Clippers jersey, and as he walked by, I said, Fear the Deer. And my daughter looked at me and was like, oh my God, Dad, I cannot believe that you are saying that. Now, that phrase is legit. The best player in the league ends up in Milwaukee, and now all kinds of players want to be in Milwaukee. And the place has a brand new arena. It's got stuff around the arena, and it's packed, and it's rocking, and all of the people are there, and everybody wants to be there. You know, last night, celebrities were there, and I'm sure if they make it to the finals, even more celebrities are going to be there. And that's all because of one guy. That's all because of Dikembe Adetomiwa. Because he is the number one player, and it's not just that. He has this great spirit, this great energy. He's going to end up being the face of the league. And so everybody now wants to be in Milwaukee. If you are so focused on your outcome and you vibrate at the energy necessary in order to accomplish that outcome, and it is your driving force, the people that you need in order to do that will come. They will come to you no matter who you are, no matter where you are. If you vibrate at that energy level, then the outcomes that you need are going to happen. And location doesn't matter. The best still find a way to rise at the top and find a way to get where they need to be, no matter what their start is, no matter what the odds are against them. This guy started out in Greece selling shoes. When we drafted him, nobody thought much of him. And now LeBron James last year said he may already be the best that's ever played the game. He made a couple of moves last night that were just extraordinary, And it's his energy, it's his tempo, it's his love of the game, it's his passion for the game. He plays 1,000% every time he's there. And Milwaukee dedicated themselves to him right at the beginning, and so he signed a long-term contract with us. Even when all kinds of players said he's not going to do that, he's going to go to Los Angeles, he's going to go to Chicago, he's going to go down to Miami. But he didn't do that. He stuck with the team that stuck with him. Whatever energy you vibrate at is what you're going to attract. When you focus on what you need and you vibrate at that energy, the people will come and you will attract to you what you need and who's around you. It will fall into place and it would all happen. Einstein even said that this wasn't theory, this was physics. So focus on that outcome. Vibrate at the energy necessary in order to generate the results that you're looking for, whatever that is. And that's going to attract those that you're looking for in your life. Have an awesome day, everybody. I might go get a couple of more winks, 4 hours of sleep. It's a Saturday. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.